Hi guys! You've probably heard that it's beneficial to watch movies or TV shows in a language you're currently learning. I wholeheartedly agree. Thanks to these productions, you're exposed to authentic language, and after some time, you sound more natural when you start using the expressions you've heard in your favorite show. But how to actually start watching stuff in English? What are your options? There are 3 ways of watching English productions. With Polish voiceover, in Polish we call it Lektor, with Polish subtitles, with English subtitles, and the original without any written text. I'll briefly describe each of them. Voiceover is the most popular on TV, but it's also available on subscription services like Netflix or on DVD. If it's done right, you should be able to hear the original, in our case English, dialogues. While it's possible to pick up new words this way, I believe it's the least efficient study method, especially if you're a beginner. You'll be too comfortable with the Polish voiceover and you won't pay that much attention to the words spoken in another language. Next on the list are Polish subtitles. They're a bit better than voiceover because you can only hear the original dialogues, but you'll be distracted from the visual aspect of the show unless you're an incredibly fast reader. Polish subtitles are also good for beginners, but I'd like to point one thing out. While translating movies or TV shows, you have to be really brief and concise, meaning that sometimes you have to omit some words, otherwise the lines will be too long to read. As a result, a phrase that's of interest to you may not be translated at all, and you won't be able to learn it. The last and most beneficial option is to watch the original without any written text. It may not be the best for the beginners, but intermediate and upper intermediate students should be okay. This method is the closest to real-life situations, because you won't have subtitles during your job interview or at the airport. Additionally, you'll be able to actually watch the show and focus on the plot instead of reading the subtitles. You'll be able to observe the character's mouth while they're speaking, which is helpful when you're not yet capable of telling the words apart just by hearing them. It will be a challenge at first, but you'll improve your language skills by leaps and bounds. I don't want you to be afraid of watching your favorite movie or show with English subtitles or in the original. When I was younger, I was hesitant about watching content in English because I was constantly thinking that my vocabulary was too limited and I wouldn't be able to understand the dialogues. Luckily, I've managed to overcome that fear. It was hard for a while, but I got used to it quickly, and now I don't need any subtitles. I also have to highlight that in some cases, even as an advanced student, you may not be able to understand someone, especially if they speak with a thick accent, and you shouldn't beat yourself up over it. English comes with a multitude of accents, and there's nothing wrong with turning the subtitles on when the character's pronunciation differs significantly from the standard British or American. As far as the type of content is concerned, I suggest starting with cartoons, regardless of your age. The target audience of these productions are kids, so the vocabulary and grammar won't be too complicated. You can move on to TV shows when you gain more experience and confidence. It's important to watch something you really like and you'll be invested in. I started with Extra, a show dedicated to the learners of English. It's still available on YouTube, so check it out. Friends is also a great option. The characters speak relatively slowly and clearly. If you're an advanced student and you like a challenge, I recommend medical shows like House MD or Suits, a show about lawyers. You'll be able to learn specialized medical or legal vocabulary. I hope this podcast was informative, and now you've got a better understanding of your options. Don't forget that learning should be a challenge, so don't spend too much time watching your show with Polish subtitles. There are no subtitles in real-life situations, so the faster you move on to the original tracks, the better. Be consistent and don't get discouraged. Trust me, it will be worth it.